Greetings, fellow Clashers, and thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with Clash of Clans Attacks, where yes, today it is true, the global #1 clan on the trophy leaderboards has been defeated. Lost Phoenix took down that clan there. Now, of course, we are still waiting for a lot of improvements to the clan war system, but one would notably be a way to independently and objectively rank players and clans as far as clan war skill. Obviously, trophies don't do it, and clan level doesn't do it either. There's got to be some other way that we can more accurately see how successful players and clans are at clan war. Now, that could be some sort of arena system, maybe a head-to-head system, points assigned to players based upon the bases they attack and defeat, and the percentage of damage or the number of stars done. There's so many different options, and I'm eager to hear your guys' feedback down below as well on this as we watch Rob, number 13, going down to number 34, but it was a 3-star win on a Town Hall 11, so one of the many 3-star wins that we saw in this clan war. So Rob moving in again with the witches, going all over the place. You can see they've spread out pretty well, and it's like a tidal wave of troops moving to the right across the screen. Giant bombs are the absolute critical problem that can step in and stop raids with a lot of wizards and witches. But if you can avoid them, if you can time the Eternal Tome just right, you can get past them. And here, Rob has mostly had skeletons triggering those giant bombs as they work their way through the village just ahead of the wizards and witches. Now, could we be seeing a good balancing at Town Hall 11 early on? It's hard to tell, but that sweet spot at Town Hall 9 was always there. There was always that ability for skilled attackers to grab 3-star wins, and we really never saw that at Town Hall 10. It was very rare that you could see a well done, well planned out, fairly fought Town Hall 10 3-star win. So maybe we'll see a balancing at Town Hall 11 that we saw at 9. Maybe we'll see a rebalancing at 10. Who knows? There are so many changes that are no doubt in the works. We just have to hope and continue to give our feedback for positive change that players want to see. So Rob is working his way in. He's just about done. You can see that Warden staying behind the Queen, and that is a big part of this attack. Having the additional hit point buff that the Warden applies to the units within his aura. And there are not a lot of troops left at the end of this attack, but both the Grand Warden and the Queen above 50% damage as Rob wraps up a 3-star win for Lost Phoenix. But moving right along to a newer member of Lost Phoenix, Kenobi, Obi-Wan going in against another, well, I just have to say, not ideally designed base for the Town Hall 11 update. These open base designs are just so vulnerable to witches, even post-nerf, that it is very frequent we're seeing 3-star attacks, both in trophy hunting and in clan war. So don't say I didn't warn you as units move in and wipe out these bases repeatedly, especially coming in at a single target inferno. Now, I really like Kenobi's use, the combination of troops and spells here. 4 earthquake spells, 1 jump spell, and wall breakers. So you've got multiple ways to breach different walls. I actually would really like to see this strategy in trophy hunting, and it's certainly something I plan on implementing in the near future. But in the meantime, the wizards, the witches, all moving in together under that aura of protection from the Grand Warden. And he's just level 16, but he's still quite powerful, and when that Eternal Tome goes off, he is going to provide several seconds of invincibility. And there you see the freeze spell freezing the heck out of that gold storage, and it did get 1 Inferno Tower and a Tesla as well. Could have been placed a little bit better, but nonetheless did the trick, and the Grand Warden's ability went off right after. I do like using those two separately just to maximize the effect of each. So the Town Hall is down, the 2nd star is achieved at Kenobi, again moving in with that wave of skeletons from right to left. There goes the Barbarian King's Iron Fist. And again, it really comes down to, can the skeletons clear the giant bombs? Can the witches and the wizards survive the splash damage from the wizard towers from the mortars as they move in through a base like this? Because these open base designs just do not do a great deal to stop a wave of smaller units. A lot of different enclosures would, simply because of the walls. And there's a giant bomb, but again, just takes out skeletons, and they are absolutely disposable as the witches go to replacing them immediately, and we're at 87-88% damage. There you can see the Queen's ability just now has been activated. She is the only hero remaining, but there are more than enough units to get the last of these structures down. There goes another giant bomb, takes out her archers. But again, lots of units left and only 3 structures at the very top of the screen. Plenty of time remains, and Kenobi is going to wrap up another 3-star win. But as with every update, we always see a learning curve on attack and defense. And right now it just appears attack is a little ahead of defense, and maybe that has to do with the Eagle Artillery just not being that powerful at the moment either. And of course, the base design, this big open base design with 2 single target Infernos. Jughead absolutely is going to wreck this base with his maxed out witches facing level 8 wizard towers. So if I had to make more predictions, obviously we will see base designs change. There will be popular Town Hall 11 bases that we start to see over and over and over again, like we saw these 4 corners Nemesis bases at Town Hall 10. But I think those specifically are a thing of the past. We are going to have to see something to combat witches. And that makes an interesting problem, because then it's difficult to tell if you set all of your troops to prepare for a ground attack and they come from the air, you're in big trouble. So we might see a little more diversity in clan castle troops, in attacking troop compositions, and in base design. So I'm liking that aspect of the Town Hall 11 update so far. And unfortunately, that may be one of the few highlights of this update, as we are still seeing a lot of players very unhappy with the state of farming at Town Halls 9 and 10, but there are always balances and changes to be made in the game. In the coming days and weeks, I will be visiting our Lost Phoenix brothers and sisters at Town Halls 9 and 10. I also have my Town Hall 8 account, although I haven't seen issues with farming at Town Hall 8. I hear that the true trouble comes at Town Hall 10, when you're forced to use a much more expensive and advanced army composition to get the maximum loot out of a raid. So we will have to see. Again, these balancing changes are controversial. This happens every single update. For those of you who have been playing Clash of Clans for a long time, you will know that every time there is a major update, there is always a big outcry from a certain sector of the community. This one does seem to be louder than normal, so we just have to wait and long term see exactly where the game is headed as far as loot for players that are continuing to try to farm up those bases. And yes, I did say farming. There is no way that farming can be killed in this game. It is a major part of the game, farming for resources. And maybe somebody misunderstood the difference between Town Hall sniping and farming, because they are indeed completely different. I do still agree with taking out Town Hall sniping, but I do believe there has to be a balance in loot for farming. Now, okay, back off the soapbox, back onto the results. There it is, the #1 clan in the world. I don't understand the characters, but there we are, number 10 in the world, Lost Phoenix, and we've just knocked off the top clan. So congratulations to Lost Phoenix on a 5-war win streak, undefeated since the update. But just letting you guys know that we totally understand that the game is about more than just Town Hall 11, more than just trophy pushers or farmers. It's about everybody in the game having a good time together, and hopefully we see things move forward positively. There you go, 6 3-star attacks, even though we had fewer Town Hall 11s. So again, congratulations to Lost Phoenix, and thanks to you guys so much for making this channel and this game what it is today. I love the game, I love you guys, and I hope that we can all continue to move forward. So keep those comments coming in below, watch for future farming weather reports, and I hope to see all of you guys back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I think it's about time that I farm. Gym boxes.